fuck out my face.
It's your favorite paralegal. Hold up, let me put on my microphone. Had to play a little bit. Had to play a little bit. That's my jam right there. What's up, Heavy? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And I didn't do my intro. Hey, 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 it's your girl, your favorite paralegal, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Had to put on a little bit of kdot because that's my boy right there. Then jammed out to the whole album. I'm just lit. Like me and my boys talk about going back to Cali again. I don't know when, but probably again. But K Dot did that. K Dot did that. But thank y'all for tuning in on this Tuesday. I'm excited. I'm kind of in between, like trying not to work and relaxing, if that makes sense. I'm not cooking this year. I'm actually gonna go to my in-laws' house and I'm going to eat and not cook for once because I'm tired of cooking. But I'm glad that y'all was able to make it on this Tuesday evening. I'm not going to keep y'all that long. I wanted to tap into Mr. Drake, Champagne Poppy on IG, Karen 2.0, whatever you want to call him. We got to discuss this because never in my time, I'm only 42 years old, so I don't I haven't seen that many rap beefs, but not a rap beef to where somebody is so in their feelings that they decided to file suit. So I was able to grab a copy of that petition, and that's what we're going to go over tonight. And actually today he ended up filing what they call is a pre-action filing. So it's not a full-fledged lawsuit. What they normally do is try to um I don't want to say depositions, kind of like mediate the case before it goes any further. And I think I spoke on that probably a few months ago in a Krishan case when I went going over the process for litigation, because sometimes you could file a lawsuit and then you can go straight into mediation if that's something that you want to do. But for whatever reason, Drake decided to go after iHeartRadio here in Texas and file a pre-action, and he's trying to coordinate with them so they can sit down and talk. But the lawsuit that he filed yesterday in New York was against UMG, Universal Music Group, as well as Spotify. Uh, yes, Drake is mad, mad. I was like, this does not make you look good. And if y'all hear my kid in the background, it's just being him. My older two went with their dad for Thanksgiving. Um, but I've just never seen where somebody took a L so bad that they think they can recover by a lawsuit. I don't see this. But the claims that he mentioned in the petition is just hilarious. Now, everybody know from being with me, there's a process that you have to go through when you're dealing with litigation. You know, you file it, you get them served, you go through discovery. And so during discovery, this is where they're going to have the opportunity to whatever stuff that they're alleging to get the proof that they need to prove their case. Because everything in this petition is alleged until it's proven otherwise, and that's through the discovery process. So all on the same day, he filed the petition. He subpoenaed UMG and Spotify, and the court has signed a show cause order, and that's just saying, hey, you are, and it could be used for a number of things, but pretty much what the show cause order in this instance is, all of the evidence that they have, whatever that Drake and this company is alleging, they have to turn over. So whether it's reports or documents to show the stats for, I don't know, I'm not in the music industry, so I don't know quite what it is that they have to provide, but they have to provide that on a certain day. If they don't, then that's they have to continue with the litigation process. Um, but let's me bring up this right quick. All right, so bear with me for a second. And here's the crazy thing. Oh, let me tell you. Listen, I don't know if you had an opportunity to listen to the whole uh track, but Kendrick did not hold back at all. I was like, you have to really listen to Kendrick songs about 5 or 6 times to be like, oh my gosh, he's talking about him. He's talking about him. So this doesn't make, but the funny thing is, Drake filed this on Monday. I don't know what time, but then Squabbled Up, the music video came out. I was like, oh my gosh, like there's no stopping kdot. There's no stopping kdot at all. Um, yeah, he went in. I love it. I freaking love it. I'm here for it. But check this out. Check this out. So, like I said, this petition is against Universal Music Group and Spotify. And I was like, well, isn't Drake part of, hold on, let me see. I'm gonna say Drake, let me see. Cause I was like, isn't he part of Universal Music Group? And then I was looking, so that's what I need to put. I need to put Drake labels. So Drake is also under, and I'll share my screen on this so you guys can see. Dun, 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 dun. Now that song stuck in my head. Squabble it. Hold on, let me take this off. Okay, so OVO Sound, Cash Money Records, Young Money Entertainment. So he looked like he indebted to Lil Wayne for life. Uh, OVOX Records, Republic Records, Epic Records, Universal Motown Records, and Boy Better Know Entertainment. So Republic Records is actually a record label owned by Universal Music Group. So now my first thought was, okay, are they gonna drop him? Like, but I don't think, because that is like Drake is a money move for them, but I don't even think he's really making money. And I think that is why we are here today, because this man is not playing. I think he's suffering and he needs to recuperate. All right, so Epic is part of Sony, Universal Motown, Universal Motown Republic Group. Yeah, so I love it. So Universal Motown and Republic Records, that's all in the same parent branch, however you want to call that. So it's just interesting that he really thinks that somebody is, inflating numbers to make it look like you know, bro, take your L. You lost. Take it. Take it. I don't know if he moved back to Canada, but I know he's here in Texas. And I was just telling my kids in the car, I was like, it will suck to be Drake, because everybody is not like us, is still popular. And then, oh my gosh, the new music, bro don't stand a chance. Bro don't stand a chance. Drake can't go nowhere. Now he may have his few friends here and there, but majority, if they crazy, I'm pretty sure he done heard everything. PDF file, everything. Certified love report. I know he has heard everything. Oh my gosh. Yes, he is crying like a sore loser, and it is sad. All right, so let's get into this petition. Like I said, I don't want to keep y'all long, but I just want y'all to know what it is that this man is suing this man for. Let me see. I'll do this one. All right, so he's not doing it as Drake Graham. He's doing it under the Frozen Moments LLC. I'll take this darn thing off. Let's see. And here it is. UMG Recordings and Spotify. Like it, you just type in Kendrick's name and look at the chart stats. It's Kendrick is winning this season. Like, give it up, Drake. And if y'all didn't hear, Drake actually announced his tour starting in Australia on, what is that, February 9th, the same day that Kendrick is hosting, or not hosting, but performing at the Super Bowl. So I'm in my head like, okay, who cares? Because me personally, I'm gonna go to New Orleans. I told my kids, y'all not going to school on that Monday because we're going to New Orleans. But Drake, really? Like, you really think people are not going to tune in to the Super Bowl? Like, I don't normally tune into the Super Bowl, but Kendrick is going to be there, so I'm definitely going to tune in. I'm going to be there. I probably will stream it, and I'll probably be there just so they can make some money. But I'm not going to tune in to know Aubrey Graham at in Australia. And my kids would tell you, I was the biggest Drake fan until he started, talking about Meg the Stallion and just women in general. I didn't like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to back away from you, Drake. All right. So here is the verified petition, Frozen Moments LLC, and against UMG Recordings and Spotify. Who y'all? So let's kick into the nature of the dispute. So it says, in his memo to staff reflecting on highlights of 2021, the CEO of UMG, Lucian Grange, remarked on it being harder than ever for artists to break through the noise. 60,000 songs are added to Spotify every day. Spotify is the world's most popular audio streaming subscription service. As of the end of the third quarter of 2024, Spotify boasted more than 640 million monthly active users and 252 million subscribers, and I'm one of them. I, Spotify is everything to me. Spotify pays music companies OMG for the right to license songs so it can play them on its streaming and subscription platforms. In 2023 alone, Spotify paid more than $9 billion in royalties to music labels and producers. Hip hop is one of the most popular genres on Spotify, amounting to nearly a quarter of all streams on Spotify globally in 2023. Spotify and UMG have a long-standing symbiotic business relationship. As one of the Spotify's earliest supporters, UMG entered into a multi-year global license agreement with Spotify in 2020. UMG and Spotify collaborate on strategic marketing campaigns and products, and in 2024 announced an expansion of their strategic partnership through which Spotify will amplify music discovery and social interactions and enhance fan experiences across the platform for UMG families and artists and songwriters. Based on UMG's financial reporting, Spotify paid UMG around 2.28 billion in 2023, which amounted to 19% of UMG's total revenues in 2023. Streaming is essential to UMG's current bottom line and its future business strategy. In a report related to the third quarter of 2024, UMG noted a nearly 29% year over year decrease in downloads and other digital revenue because of the continued format shift towards streaming across the music industry. UMG's long term strategy relies on accelerating the growth of and monetization form streaming and subscription. In October 2024, UMG unveiled a new slogan, Streaming 2.0, which illustrates the importance UMG places on saturating the streaming market. In 2024, UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices to break through noise on Spotify and likely other music platforms. It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with a song Not Like Us in order to make that song go viral, including by using bots and pay to play agreements. I see what they did here. So what they're saying is, so they gave us what, Spotify was paying, Universal Music Group told us like the percentage of the total revenue that they get from streaming service Spotify. Um and I'm assuming, during that time the streaming services wasn't really profiting like it should be. So when Not Like Us came along, I'm assuming that's when they said, "Oh, let's just take this song and let's use some bots." So you gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. So they really think that UMG and Spotify corroborated to manipulate the streaming services to make this song go viral. And y'all use bots and pay to play agreements with people out there. No, this song has a cultural feeling. People can relate to it. It wasn't just a West Coast thing. Us people in the South, the East Coast, hell, people even in Canada. This song is popular, period. Marching bands are playing this. We seen basketball games, NFL, well, not NFL, it was at the time baseball games playing snippets of Not Like Us. The song was popular. So Drake, you really think that they paid make this make sense? Anywho's, UMG released Not Like Us, or the song, that's what they're gonna call it, the song, on May 4th, 2024. Pursuant to various contractual rights, UMG, via its division Interscope Records, has exclusive control over the licensing of the song. On information and belief, UMG charged Spotify licensing rates 30% lower than its usual licensing rates for Not Like Us in exchange for Spotify affirmatively recommending the song to users who are searching for other unrelated songs and artists. Neither UMG nor Spotify disclosed that Spotify had received compensation of any kind in exchange for recommending the song. On information and belief, Spotify pays UMG licensing fees through the wires or mails. Oh my gosh. This right here, this is where the racketeering came. Because anytime yeah, we'll get into that in just a second. I don't want to jump ahead of the petition. UMG directly or through Interscope also conspired with and paid currently unknown parties to use bots to artificially inflate the spread of Not Like Us and deceive the consumers in believing the song was way more popular than it was in reality. You got to be kidding me, bro. Bots are software programs designed to mimic human behavior to appear to be real social media accounts. One individual unknown to petitioner revealed publicly on a popular podcast that Mr. Kendrick Lamar, Duckworth's label, Interscope, paid him via third parties to use bots to achieve 30 million streams on Spotify in the first day of the release of Not Like Us, with a goal of jump-starting the song's spread and turning it into a crazy hit on the platform. I'm doing my face my son makes fun of me of. Really? Just like this album, in 17 minutes, on the first track on a GNX on YouTube, it was already 340,000 people or views, however you want to call it. It's 17 minutes. Really? Here's the thing. They're saying all of this. They're going to have to prove this because remember, their petitioner always has the burden of proof. The whistleblower describes Spotify as the easiest platform to bot because it does not like other streaming platforms have certain security measures when it comes to bot protection. The whistleblower further revealed that on May 6, 2024, an individual affiliated with Interscope sent him a payment of 2,500 via the digital payment platform Zelle, which is owned by a number of banks, and that he promised another 2,500 and a percentage of the song's total sales for this initial push. That's why they went ahead and subpoenaed UMG and Spotify, because normally you wait to discovery to do all that, which is after they get served. But they went ahead and said, no, y'all gonna go ahead and produce us with all of this so we could check to see if this is possible. I wonder, yeah, this part is interesting. Who is this whistleblower? On information and belief, UMG hired another third party to use bots to promote Not Like Us and also to inflate the streams of the Not Like Us music video, which UMG first published on July 4th, 2024. Really? This is interesting. The UMG appears to have used similar tactics with other streaming services. On information and belief, UMG paid or approved payments to Apple Inc. to have its voice activated digital assistant Siri purposely misdirect users to Not Like Us. So you saying, "Hey Siri, play Michael Jackson, beat it," and all of a sudden starts playing Not Like Us. Y'all reaching. Y'all, you gonna have to prove this one. Online sources reported that when users asked Siri to play the album Certified Lover Boy by recording artist Aubrey Drake Graham doing business as Drake, Siri instead played Not Like Us, which contains the lyric certified. I'm gonna say certified PDF file, an allegation against Drake. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Has anybody Did anybody ever do this? I just want to know. Please tell me. Please tell me if you told Siri to play Certified Lover Boy and they played Not Like Us. UMG, evening, Naughty. Good evening. UMG engaged in similar pay to play schemes to increase the airplay of Not Like Us on the radio. Oh, so now we're going to the radio. First we went to Spotify, then we went to the, you know, music video, which definitely was on YouTube, and then now we're talking about the freaking radios. Petitioner has obtained information from a third party indicating that at least one UMG employee made payments to an independent radio promoter serving as an intermediary who had agreed to transfer those payments to certain radio stations and radio station employees. Let me see. Let's see what Naughty said. We think that this is not true hip hop. To lose a rap battle you started by okay, okay, like really? You lost, bro. Take a L. Take the L. So now they're saying that somebody, a UMG employee, paid an independent radio promoter to start playing this. That's crazy because I know I'll call down to my radio stations like, hey, I want to listen to Not Like Us. Can y'all play it? 97.9 The Beat. Hey. This is funny. All right, so these radio stations subsequently played or caused to be played Not Like Us without disclosing that they have been paid to do so. This practice, known as payola, is prohibited by the Communications Act of 1934, and that you can also see that at Title 47, the United States Code, Section 317, 508. And has been subject to regulatory scrutiny by a number of executive agencies. In 2006, UMG agreed to pay $12 million in a settlement with the New York Attorney General following an investigation involving accusations that UMG executive had used a broad array of pay for play tactics to secure radio airplay for music. In connection with UMG's settlement, the then New York Attorney General Elliot Spitzer explained that consumers have a right not to be misled about the way in which the music they hear on the radio is selected. He continued to say that pay for play makes a mockery of claims that only the best or most popular music is broadcast. Separately, in 2005, UMG was sued by two radio promotion companies alleging fraudulent pay to play practices. I need to go dig in the archives and see if I can find those and see. 'Cause I'm interested. I mean, everything once again in a petition is going to be alleged until it's proven. Um, so they're just basically going to have to look through a whole bunch of paperwork and see if that's the case. My second thing is I don't know what UMG's policy is for the employees. I don't see why an employee, I mean, I can see because if somebody be like, oh, I really don't like Drake, let me do this. I can see that, but I mean, what Kendrick got to do with it? You really lost this battle. If you did not lose, we would not have be here. We wouldn't be here. Nadi said, or suing the label that puts out the opponent, yours too. Music. Okay, I'm confused. She said Drake's sore loser T is beginning to really read the Karen Darren tune fully. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Let's see, where is that? All right. So while historically payola has been through in terms of paying radio stations to play songs in February 2020, the Federal Trade Commission released guidance stating that by paying an influencer to pretend that the endorsement or review is untainted by a financial relationship, this is illegal payola. On information and belief, UMG employed a similar scheme by paying social media influencers to promote and endorse the song and video. For example, Petitioner understands UMG paid the popular NFR podcast and has nearly 300,000 subscribers on YouTube and over 330,000 followers on X to promote Not Like Us and its video without disclosing the payment. As part of its deal with UMG, the NFR podcast published podcast episodes, tweets, and other content publicly about the song. And in a sea change for UMG's internal policy, UMG removed the song copyright restrictions on YouTube and Twitch, therefore, what? Whitelisting the song, which further incentivized influencers to spread the song. Because remember when they was like Kendrick, the copyright, so people will be able to react to it. Like, really? It was a really good song. UMG's scheme to ensure Not Like Us broke through on Spotify and everywhere else worked. Not Like Us broke Spotify records as Interscope posted it on its X account. And here's the post. It only took 35 days. That's wild. To date, Not Like Us has almost 900 million streams on Spotify, y'all, and holds the record for the biggest single day streams of a hip hop song and the most streamed diss track in Spotify history. Not Like Us has spent 27 weeks on Spotify City Chart for the New York City, which ranks the weekly streaming popularity of songs by users in New York, New York. Within a week of its initial release, Not Like Us broke the record for the most streamed song in a 7-day period with 96 million streams. After UMG published a video, Not Like Us returned to number one spot on the Billboard Hot 100, and in the same week, the song was streamed an additional 53.8 million times and played on the radio an additional 40 million times. And It's crazy because I was just talking about this with my kids. It was like, it dies down and then something brings it right back up again. Then it dies down, then it bring it up. So it's like, okay, it started in what, May, right? And then it kind of died down. Then he dropped the music video in July 4th, right? We got hyped again. Then it died down. Then they announced the Super Bowl thing. All right. And then it died down. Then here we are. The new album. And it sparked it right back up again. And now it's gonna die down again. And then it's gonna come right back up in February because of the Super Bowl. Like, just get over it, Drake. K dot is what is up. No, me personally, like I said in the beginning, I was a Drake fan. I was until I still sing some of the songs. It just depends on who he's featured with or whatnot. But I like K dot. I've always been a K dot fan, and I'm gonna support him either way. So, if it is some truth to these allegations, I mean, that is something that is beyond Kendrick's control. You see what I'm saying? And that's the reason why they sued, Universal Music Group and Spotify and not Kendrick directly. Now, I did see reports that he filed a defamation against Kendrick. I need to clarify that. I'm not sure if that's in this particular petition because of the things that was alleged in Not Like Us, but we shall see. Ooh, we. Okay, where we at? Where we at? Um, I said that. Okay, so from July 4th to August 8th, the video ranked first on YouTube's weekly top music video charts. On November 13th, 2024, the iHeartRadio leaderboard reported that Not Like Us was the second most popular song on the platform. Drake is just mad because he got booted. On the New York radio, Not Like Us remains as of the date of this filing at the top 40 hit on popular music and hip hop stations, including Z100, Power 105.1, and WQHT, which is 97.1 FM and Hot 97. From May 9th, hey, that's my birthday, and to August 15th, 2024, the song was among the top 10 of all songs streamed in New York City. UMG touted the record breaking success. On July 16, 2024, Interscope reposted on X that the song had become the best selling rap song of 2024 in the US. On July 24th, 2024, UMG posted on its X account about the song charting as the most streamed song of the week. On August 29th, 2024, UMG posted on X with a link to the Summer Hits 2024 playlist by Spotify and caption Song of the Summer. UMG fam leads, let me see, UMG fam lands 4 out of 5 on at Spotify. Birds of a Feather at Billie Eilish, Hot to Go at Chappelle Roan, Not Like Us at Kendrick Lamar, Espresso at Sabrina Ann Lynn. Let's see. Let me see. And Nadi said, yeah, it's saying the file too. Kendrick is too smart to say such without being in possession of concrete. Okay. Taurus gang. A. All right. UMG's schemes to artificially inflate the popularity of Not Like Us were motivated, at least in part, by the desire of executives at Interscope to maximize their own profits. UMG executives have an annual incentive program pursuant to which they are rewarded uh, for meeting and surpassing sales and profit projections, among other metrics. The incentives are largely based on the specific UMG division rather than performance of UMG more generally. For example, the annual incentive or bonus of Interscope CEO John Janik is based on 90% of the financial success of Interscope and only 10% of the financial success of UMG generally. Thus, on information and belief, Mr. Janik and other executives at Interscope have been incentivized to maximize the financial success of Interscope through the promotion of Not Like Us, and is revitalizing impact on the artist's prior recording catalog, including his first five studio albums, which are owned by Interscope. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna go with what Naughty says. But it is also rumored that Drake also did streaming manipulation via Gmo bots, allegedly. I bet you Kendrick can prove this too. Like the yellow pot calling the killer mustard. That is stuck in my head. Okay. Okay. And actually, Drake was in a hot seat because what was that petition that I read? I have to go back and I have to look at because they ended up suing Drake for that. I, I have to go back and read because I don't want to state the wrong thing. But I believe that they did so. He did the same thing. He did the same thing. Naughty says May 9th, your birth card is the 10 of diamonds. FY, if you're unaware, diamonds probably cancel your search trips. Ooh, huh. I'm writing this down. I've never heard of that. Oh my gosh. 10 of diamonds. All right. I'm writing that down and I am definitely going to look at that because I'm very interested in that. Thank you, Naughty. All right. Oh, Drake. Petitioner has received oh Lord, now petitioner has received information that UMG has been taking steps in an apparent effort to conceal its schemes, including but not limited to by terminating employees associated with or perceived as having loyalty to Drake. Indeed, UMG has demonstrated that it has no interest in taking responsibility for misconduct. Over the past several months, Drake has repeatedly sought to engage UMG in discussions to resolve the ongoing harm he has suffered as a result of UMG's actions. I'm not laughing, but this is just so petty. UMG refused to engage in negotiations and insisted that UMG is not responsible for its own actions. Instead, UMG has pointed the finger at I'm sorry, kdot. Mr. Duckworth insisted that Drake should initiate legal actions against Mr. Duckworth rather than UMG, and even threatened to bring its own legal claims against Mr. Duckworth if Drake were to pursue claims against you. Child, y'all see this? Now we don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know if whoever wrote this petition is just trying to scare Kendrick in a sense. Um, but I'm pretty sure Kendrick is not bothered by this. But I want to know, did they really say that or y'all just putting that in there? So what he's saying is UMG said that no, you need to be taking a look at Kendrick, and if you file suit against us, right, we're gonna file a suit against Kendrick. So I don't know. And I think that is probably why they put out that statement. I'm gonna pull that up after I get done reading this. Streaming and licensing is a zero sum game. Every time a song breaks through, it means another artist does not. Drake, really? UMG's choice to saturate the music market with Not Like Us comes at the expense of other artists like Drake. Can somebody please tell me who else is affected? I really want to know. Who else is affected? As Drake is petitioner's sole owner and the petitioner owns the copyright to Drake's entire catalog, petitioner suffered economic harm as a result of UMG's scheme. Oh my gosh, let me get to the comments because this is wild. All right, it says Drake is Scorpio, the sign that rules jealousy, envy, revenge, betrayal. Its downside, his moon sign equals Cancer, more water, high emotions. Oh, Leo. Okay, Leo. Leo rules the ego. Drake is experiencing the ego. Okay. He doesn't know how to resurrect from exactly, seemingly. That's my opinion too. He needs a woman, a real woman that loves him to help him heal. Girl, he's a certified lover boy. So he feels that uh UMG saturated the music market to where no other artists can come out and shine because of this Not Like Us video. And now the certified lover boy has suffered economic harm because of UMG what they did. Boy, y'all got to prove this. All right. Let's see. Oh, so Frozen Moments, because this is how he filed. Frozen Moments is a LLC out of Florida, and it's owned by Drake. Hmm, interesting. What? UMG, a publicly limited liability incorporated under the laws of Netherlands? Whoa, I never. Spotify is a Delaware corporation. I just like looking at that to see where folks is from. All right, let's see. All right, here's some things. Here's some things here. All right, so this is something. So in cases like this, they want to, excuse me, they want to preserve evidence as soon as possible. So there are times where you would see language like this in a petition. So this says petitioner requires pre-action discovery and preservation. So it says Frozen Moments has commenced the special proceeding to the CPLR 3102C to seek pre-action discovery to allow petitioner one identify appropriate defendants and frame a complaint for a claim under the racketeering. Oh my gosh, the RICO and identify appropriate defendants and frame a complaint for a claim under section 349 of the New York General Business Law, which is the New York Deceptive Business Act, and section 350 and 350A of the New York General Business Law, which is the New York False Advertising Act. So they're looking at dockets. They're looking at, it's pretty much going to be like an audit, looking to see who was paid, looking to see who all their employees were, looking to see everybody that was involved. They're trying to get this stuff now. So, and if they try to get rid of this evidence, then they could get in trouble. And I'm speaking on Spotify and UMG. So under the RICO, it says petitioner has a viable cause of action for a civil RICO with a predicate of wire fraud, mail fraud, and or bribery for UMG payments to unknown third parties in the form of reduced licensing fees for or to Spotify. This is crazy. So because any money was sent to third parties, that's considered a RICO. Deceptive business practices and false advertising. Let's see what it says. Petitioner has information that agents of UMG paid at least one third party to use bots to stream the song on Spotify and on Information and Belief. This practice extended to multiple third parties to artificially stream the song and video. UMG also gave financial benefits to Spotify and other unknown third parties to promote and play the song and video with those payments. UMG then touted the success of the song and video, knowing the success was artificially inflated by its own manipulation. These practices harm consumers. They also violate the New York Deceptive Business Act and the New York False Advertising Act. Without the requested pre-litigation discovery, petitioner lacks sufficient information to identify the known but anonymous third-party streamer and to identify any additional streamers whom UMG paid. So that's exactly why they're needing this stuff now. They need to know who was paid. So they need to know who paid them and identify those third party people. And then what they're going to do is have an amended complaint with those individuals in there. That's wild. Petitioner seeks the following limited pre-action disclosure from UMG. All right, so this is what they're looking for. Documents and communications sufficient to show the identities of all third parties of UMG, its agents, or anyone working on behalf of UMG Interscope paid without public disclosure to promote, publish, recommend the song, its accompanying cover image, the image, or video, including but not limited to radio stations, influencers, music platforms, music publications, as well as dates, methods, and amounts of those payments. Two, documents and communications sufficient to show the identities of all third parties that UMG is agents or anyone on behalf of UMG Interscope paid to use bots and I'm sorry, or any other similar technology to stream the song or video, as well as the dates, methods, and amounts of those payments. Three, they're looking for documents and communications sufficient to show what the third parties agreed to provide and did provide in exchange for these payments. Oh my gosh. And that was from UMG. So from Spotify, they're requesting the following documents and communication. And it's going to be somewhat similar to what they requested from UMG. Documents and communication sufficient to show the dates, methods, and amounts of financial benefit, whether in a form or direct payment or reduced licensing fees provided to Spotify by UMG Interscope, its agents, or anyone working on behalf of them in exchange for promotion, publication, or recommendation of the song on Spotify. They're also looking for documents and communications sufficient to show what Spotify agreed to provide and did provide in exchange for any such benefits. Let's see. It says petitioner has further commenced this special proceeding pursuant to CPLR to seek an order requiring UMG, including Interscope and all other divisions, as well as UMG's directors, officers, and relevant employees, to preserve all documents, all communications regarding the song, regarding the image, regarding the video, during the pendency of this litigation that petitioner commences against respondent and or any unknown third parties of the underlying causes of the action described herein. They're just looking for all the evidence. Ooh, look at this. Petitioner expects that much of the relevant evidence will be in the form of messages on social media platforms, payment applications, text messages, including but not limited to iMessage and WhatsApp, which may not be preserved in the usual course. Petitioner is aware that senior executives at UMG regularly communicate for business through messaging platforms and applications. All right, and this is what I was telling y'all. So they have a subpoena already for UMG, a subpoena for Spotify, and then the proposed order. And that order is saying all of the documents that I stated that they're requesting from UMG and Spotify, they have to have it by a certain date. The judge has signed it. Yeah, oh, look at this. All right. So it says respondent UMG to provide the petitioner within 14 days of service on UMG by overnight mail or a copy of an order with notice of entry, documents, and communication. So once they are served, they have 14 days to um, provide all of this to them. That's it, y'all. That's the petition. I had to dig because somebody said there was something else too. Because I'm like, where is the defamation one at? Where is the defamation one? Hold on, let me share this. Now this is now I have been looking. I checked and I can't find it. That's why I know it's in like pre-litigation status, meaning that they have not filed the complaint yet. But it says Drake filed second petition against Universal Music Group and iHeartRadio for defamation. And this is the one that I'm trying to see if I can get, some more information on. But it says the document claims that UMG should have stopped Kendrick Lamar's song because of its accusations of I'm just going to say PDF file. So today, Drake escalated his legal battle against Universal Music Group by filing a second petition, this time in Texas, According to Billboard, the Toronto native accused the music giant of defamation over Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us," which he claimed falsely called him a PDF file. This comes one day after the Her Loss artist initiated similar legal action in New York. You know what's really petty for Revolt? They put this article, but then have the freaking video right there. When I seen this, I hollered because that's hilarious. In the latest filing, Drake's lawyers claim UMG funneled payments to iHeartRadio as part of a scheme to push Not Like Us on radio stations nationwide. The petition also asserted that the record label was fully aware of Lamar's hit single, which included lines like "Certified Lover Boy," "Certified," y'all know the rest. Um, UMG could have refused to release or distribute the songs or required the offending material to be edited and or removed. The OVO rappers legal team argued, but they chose to do the opposite. They designed, financed, and then executed a plan to turn Not Like Us into a viral mega hit with the intent of using the spectacle of harm to Drake and his businesses to drive consumer hysteria and, of course, massive revenues. The plan succeeded, likely beyond UMG's wildest expectations. Similar to what Drake's Frozen Moments filed in New York, the Texas case isn't a full fledged lawsuit. It is a pre action petition aimed at securing deposits from UMG and iHeartMedia executives. Drake's lawyers added that they already possess sufficient evidence for defamation, but seeks further details to potentially pursue an additional claim, including civil fraud and racketeering. As Revolt previously revealed, UMG dismissed the accusations from the first petition, calling them offensive and untrue. And this is what they stated: "We employ the highest ethical practice in our marketing and promotional campaigns," the company said. "No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans choose the music they want to hear." iHeartMedia Media hasn't commented on the filing, and Lamar wasn't listed as a defendant or accused of any crime, and it wasn't. So Drake, he knew what he was doing. He really did. For what? Freedom of speech, First Amendment. Okay. And people calling it like we see it. You see, if they do that, it'll read as racism. How you suing kdot because Drake sued you, huh? Yeah, I don't think they're going to do. That's why I say I think it's a bunch of baloney that they put in that petition. I don't think UMG is going to do that. And Drake's so scary, he gonna sue them, but not Kendrick. Yeah, he's such a crybaby, and the reason I was like, boy, Scorpio season. If I have Scorpio friends, I'm so sorry, but boy, don't. I hope y'all not as petty as him, cause What's up, Tyron? Hey, hey, hey. Donata about the 10. Oh, okay. 90 said, "Now the high side of Scorpio is the healer. All the science has its downside and shadow side." Gotcha. I have a strong feeling Kendrick cannot only prove that Drake did the same bot behavior, but did it far worse if K Dot did that at all. Yeah. And you know what's really crazy? Like, dude, you're the one who sit there and try to manipulate. You created a song that had what, Tupac and Snoop, if I'm not mistaken. Really? What you say, Dylan? It was AI. He said it was AI made. I have to go find that petition. Hold up. Let me see. Hold on. Let me take this out because I really want to see this. Hold up. You know what? This man, hold on, I'm gonna try to see if they sued him on this. You think that this one would have been filed first? His character as a decent human being. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. If you were really butthurt, you would have went after Kendrick because he is the one who wrote the music. But no, I think y'all have to understand that this is a money move. This is a money move. If you go after, like in this case, Kendrick is the little fish. The music, the record label is going to be the big fish. They're the ones who are paying out. So he's going to go after them. He's going to hold them responsible. Entertainment law is crazy. Buttercup said, I'm sure he'd rather sue Kendrick directly, but Drake said defamatory things about Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. A damn dumb, a decent, sane human being. Gotcha. I repeat, I cannot believe anyone as smart as KDot doesn't have concrete proof before. Okay. I'm telling y'all the symbolism that was in that squabble up video, and that's what I was telling my kids too. The Ebony Prince dude. If y'all have Twitter, type in Ebony Prince. What was it? Ebony Prince 24. Was it two? Darn. Hold on. And the flags that Kendrick had in the video. As soon as I seen them, I said, "Oh my gosh, that's the Ebony." Yeah, Ebony Prince 2K24. So when all of this was going down, remember Meet the Grams, they had gloves, right? The gloves and the prescription and all the other stuff. Ebony Prince is the one who had the items because remember, he was the one that actually worked at the hotel where Drake left. Because remember, it was a big debacle about the dude in the handicapped dude in the wheelchair and all this other stuff. So Ebony Prince is the one who had that. So when I seen Squabble up the video and I seen those flags, I ran straight to Twitter. I mean, I flew Spirit Airlines to Twitter just to go on this man's page. And I was like, bruh, that when I seen that flags, I was thinking about this. So go on this man because he knows some things. Oh man, and I'm on here, and it's so funny because Ebony Prince said, "I wish this blank blank would stop crying." He a fan. He a fan. He a fan. What? Double entendre. See these frozen moments in New York, huh? They did not expound on that. Mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Babs. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Hey. What's up, MEP? What's up? Oh, I know I'm behind y'all. Everybody saying hi. Scorpio is Taurus, natural cosmic opposite, 180 degrees away, likely to flip the side of the coin, but the coin is single entity water. Huh. That's interesting. Well, that's why my boyfriend, he's a Taurus. I love it. He's an April Taurus. So we vibe. We really vibe. Oh my gosh. Yes, he is a crybaby. He is a freaking crybaby. Sick of a. He has to be a lot. Continue suddenly the junk of beef between Porsche and Candy. Oh my gosh, I got to get into that. I got to get into that. I'm not really a real housewives, but I'm gonna look at that. Some people think that Ebony Prince is no. Well, I don't know. That's what they was thinking at the time, but no, we already found out who Ebony Prince is. He is not K Dot. But I'm pretty sure he the one who gave K Dot that stuff. MEP said, I think Drake said he's negotiating his new contract and he believes that the company falsely boasted Kendrick's song. Illustrations of proof. Yes, he did. You know a lot of things. I don't think the company boasts the track with bots for promotion. We the people just love the song. Exactly. Exactly. The part, not like us, is a global phenomenon. As the record labels say, they can't help that the public loves the song, and that is true. I mean, if during the summer, if you are a like I have TikTok and I have like all the streams, right, and you just go, everybody, in every shape, form, or fashion, whether they was making t-shirts or they were cooking or it was a cartoon, not like us, was playing in the background. People on instruments, like it was a freaking phenomenon. And Drake, it just like some artists just die out. Okay, we don't want to. We in a new era. We're going into 2025. We just came out of COVID. You know what I'm saying? We trying to turn up. and we not gonna turn up to you, lover boy. We're not gonna turn up to you. Okay, what was I doing? Okay, I'm on this screen and I'm trying to see if, let me see, Aubrey. Man, I wish I would have saved that. Um, because somebody did. I'm gonna have to look probably offline. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys that update. Um, and to kind of see what was going on with this, because this is wild. Wait, Chris Brown Entertainment. I'm looking at somebody suing Chris Brown. Oh my gosh. It'd be so many copyright infringement lawsuits. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so thank y'all for definitely tuning in. This is wild. I'm interested in seeing as to what will actually happen with this. The fact that the UMG and who is that? UMG and Spy have to produce records, because when was this served? Yesterday, and it's the holiday. So I would say by next week, if they did electronic service, then it would probably be sooner. But they have 14 days um, after they are served to produce these documents to the court, so they can have time to go through there and confirm what they're alleging. If they can't find anything, then that's a wrap. The case is gone. The case is going to be gone. The scary part is, as we read in the complaint, is that there have been instances where UMG has been known to, pay out. And when I say UMG, not the company as a whole, but the employees or agents or whoever who is actually representing UMG has actually paid people under the table, and thus getting into lawsuits, having to pay out large sums of money. So I am going to do some research on those cases and see what I am. So I am a little bit like, I hope that that is not the case, because if there is even one transaction, Drake is going to think he's on the top of the world. And then all his little crazy little fans is going to think the same too. So I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray. But all in all, Drake, if you feel that your character has been blown to pieces, why don't you go after the person who did the damage? Are you scared? Because this is really giving a Karen move and a bitch move, if in my opinion. Others may think, oh, he deserves it, but the people have voted. The people love the song, and he right now, if y'all check the charts for Kendrick right now, there are several songs that are already knocking folks out the waters. So this is not over. This is not over. And this man is what is it? The braids. And I read somewhere that they talk about them braids that was a whole wig. That was a whole wig. Drake don't want none. That's why that boy, they probably ran him out of Canada. Now he in Texas, but I think he's south of Houston. He brought this ranch. But why are you in Texas? Nobody likes you, Drake. Your time is up. All right. You're not part of the big three no more. All right. It's Kendrick, it's J. Cole, and all the other ones. But that is my time, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all, I don't know what y'all doing for Thanksgiving, but whatever it is, I hope y'all stay safe. Don't eat too much, because look, we can't come back from this. If we eat too much, all right. We gotta eat good. Portion control, portion control. But y'all have a safe and blessed Thanksgiving week, Thanksgiving Day. Enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until then, be blessed. Oh, wait, hold on. What have he said? A Tyler Perry wig, Shamar Moore wig, Diary of a Molly. I'm done with you, girl. All right, y'all be blessed, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, I'm out. Be blessed. Bye.